It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at... Here's Anders Carlson set to get this one started, and we are underway here at Lambeau. This taken in right around the goal line. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 73 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jason Sanders, the kickoff for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Now Love. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Here's Love. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And it's taken in at the 9. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
122 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 10 yards on the touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
On second down, it's Jones. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Wilkins. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And this returnable for Hill.
Shifts by him. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position. 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Once again, it's Mostert.
Well, he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Packers nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down and goal to go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Love to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Love. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Love looking to throw it. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Gets around him. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Boy, 179 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
There he goes right side.
There he goes again. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first-half lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here's Mostert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
At the 44-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good. For the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Love with a give to Dillon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Love now to pass on first down. And complete once again to Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 69 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. 2 are going to throw as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tua, a final shot before half. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure.
And the pressure gets to him again. Bradley Chubb dropping it for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. Fighting his way through contact. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A little juke. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 14 yards. And the Dolphins have widened the gap now to 50 points. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. And this is going to be caught. Not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
10 yards on the play. That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll find DeGuara complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
An inside give to Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Love completed out left to Dobbs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Carlson's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 22 and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Able to slither by. And he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, Love to pass. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Love now. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Love from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. He juked him. Now he's loose again. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. They'll run right side with Mostert. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Oh, good move at the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins are pouring it on. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Love with it. He sets up the screen to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. First down going to the air with Love.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, this is blocked. This is going. They've taken it right down Broadway. But he is finally run down. Would have been 2 if he'd made it all the way, but instead, simply a missed extra point.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time.